Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How are you today? Is everybody good today? Are we ready to learn? Yes? Okay. So today we are going to learn to write, but with a very fun approach. Okay? Who here has read comics? Raise your hands. Yes, everybody has read comics, right? The little one, the little books with pictures and text bubbles, right? Did you read your comic in English or in Malay? In Malay. Who here has read English comics? Yeah, did you understand some of it? Okay, today we are going to write comic strips. Do you like comic strips? Yes? Okay, I'm going to share you a few comic strips, and I want you to read and try to understand what the joke is. Okay, comic strips are supposed to be funny, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the first one. I really wish I had someone to tell me everything will be okay, said the first bear. Then there was silence, and then the second bear said, I really wish I had a ham sandwich. Okay, do you understand the joke? Who here understands the joke? No? Okay, look. The first bear's wish is something very heavy, something very serious. The second bear's joke is something very normal and very easy, because he wants a ham sandwich. What's a ham sandwich? Yes, it's like a chicken sandwich. Okay, you understand that one? Okay, I'm going to share you another one. This one. Okay, I got angry. Then I got over my anger. And now my face is stuck like this. You see the face of the turtle? It's stuck angry. It's a very simple joke. Okay? Okay, I'm going to share you another one. The ducks. This one. Are you chill? No, not yet. Are you chill now? Almost. And then the duck said, too chill, too chill. So the other duck is already asleep. It's also a simple, funny joke. Very simple. Why is it funny? Because he's too chill, he fell asleep. What is chill? Chill is calm. So when you're calm, you fall asleep, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you an empty worksheet, this one. I want you to fill it in with anything that you think you can think of. It doesn't have to be funny, but if you can make it funny, then that's a good point lah. Okay, so the first box, the first strip, this one. The guy is in front of a laptop, then the laptop, and then he's crying. So why is he crying? Say something funny, or is it something sad, or maybe his laptop broke down? It's up to you. Okay. So the other blank worksheet is this. So someone said something to this man, and he's imagining something, and then when he comes, that something is actually very weird or very dirty, or I don't know. It's up to your imagination. Okay. You need you can come up with one or two short sentences, short dialogues for your comic strip. Okay. If it's not funny, it's okay. I'm going to give you 5 minutes so you can write down your answers inside the box. Okay. If someone has completed, you can come up and we can share the comic strip together. Yes? What do you think? What do you think is funny for this empty comic strip? Yes, good job. So let's say the guy could be saying, I'm for this comic strip. He could be saying, this is my idea, so you cannot copy, okay? But you can reference or cannot copy lah. use it as a inspiration. Okay, so for this comic strip, the guy said, I made dinner. And the middle part, the guy says, oh, I wonder what the dinner is. And then the last one is actually a burnt chicken sandwich. So it's actually burnt. They cannot eat it. It's very simple, right? But it's still funny. Okay, so for the first one, I have some ideas. Let's say, oh, uh, I am going to buy concert tickets for my birthday. Then the laptop writes, sold out. The last box is, it's fine. My birthday isn't important anyway. Is that funny? It's not funny. It's a very simple joke. It's okay if it's not funny. Okay. So I'm going to remind you after you write your answer, your dialogue in that comic strip. We're going to write a short story based on your dialogue. Okay, we're going to help you write that short story, so don't worry. We're going to learn how to use sequencing words. Okay, I'm going to write it on the whiteboard for you to read. Okay, sequencing words. Sequencing words. So we have. Okay, you're done. Everybody's done with your comic strips. Okay, so we're going to carry on and write our short story. It has to be very short, around 4 or 5 sentences alone. So for example, with my example of the first comic strip, this one. So the guy wants to buy concert tickets, but it's sold out, and he says, "My birthday isn't important anyway." So we can use the word first. First, the guy opened his laptop to buy concert tickets for his birthday. Then it turns out concert tickets are sold out. Finally, he cried because he didn't get any concert ticket for his birthday. These are sequencing words. So what happens? Then the next incident. Then finally the climax or the closure of the story. Okay. So you first, then finally, or you can say in the beginning or after that have next. This is for the second sequence. Then after that or next. So finally we have at the end. Okay, this is to close the story. Okay, 5 more minutes you have for you to write that short story based on your comic book. Your comic strip. Then I'm going to call 2 or 3 people up front to read your answer in front. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give you time to write. I want you to use these sequencing words, okay? These cohesive devices inside your short story, okay? Mandatory, you have to use it. Okay, you're done. You want to share first? Okay, who wants to share? Who's done? You? Okay, come up front. So this is your work for the first comic strip. This one, the guy with the laptop. Okay, so read your dialogue. Okay, so the first box says, I finally have time to work on my homework. The laptop writes, broken. The final box says, well, it's not like my teacher is going to scold me anyway. So that's very funny, simple joke. Okay. Okay, read your short story based on this comic strip. First, the guy was going to start working on his homework. After that, he found out his laptop is broken. In the end, he couldn't work on his homework and he is crying because he is scared of the teacher. Good job. It's a very good example of a good job. Okay, so the second comic strip, this one. So what did the guy say? Let's read it together, okay? So the guy says, "Have you seen the new cat? He is so cute." And the middle guy says, "Wow, I can't wait to see the cute cat." And then the third box says, "Actually a very ugly cat." That's also a very good simple joke because he was expecting a very cute cat, but it's actually very ugly and deformed. Okay, so read your short story based on the comic strip. First, the guy said he has just seen a cute cat. So, his friend imagined a very cute cat. In the end, it wasn't a cute cat, but a very ugly cat. Good job. That's also a very simple short story joke. Okay, who else wants to share? You? You're complete with your work? Okay. So this is your comic strip. Okay, let's read it together, okay? Okay, so let's read it together. So the guy says, "Finally, I can continue my work from before." And then the laptop writes, "Updating 70%. And then the guy is crying because it's okay. It's not like my work took me the whole day to write. Okay, that's actually a very good joke because he has worked very hard on his homework, and when the laptop updated, he didn't save, so he lost all his work. So it's a very sad, funny joke because it happened to me too. Good job. Okay, let's read your short story based on this comic strip. First, the guy wanted to continue working on his homework, and then he found out that his laptop was updating. In the end, he cried because he lost all his homework. He didn't save. Good job. It's actually 3 sentences, but that's okay. As long as you write. Okay? Okay, so let's look at your your second comic strip, which is this one. Okay, let's read it together. Okay, so the first guy, he says, "I found a durian at the side of the road." And the middle box, it says, "Wow, free durian." Then the final box, it says, "That's not a durian. It's actually a very weird looking fruit." Good job. Okay, so let's read your short story based on this comic strip. His friend said he found a durian. Pause. So let's read your story based on this comic strip. First, his friend said he found durian on the road. Then, the guy imagined free durian to eat. Finally, he found out it wasn't a durian, but a weird fruit. Good job. Oh, there's more? He couldn't eat durian and he was sad. Okay, so it's 4 sentences. Good. Okay, who else wants to share? We have 4 more minutes. One more. Okay, let's look at the first comic strip. This one. Okay, we're gonna read it together. Okay. So the first box, it says, "I wonder where my shipping item is." And then the laptop says, Item shipped from China. Estimated 5 days. The third box says, it's okay, it's not like I need it right now. So that's a very simple joke because he accidentally bought something from China when actually he needed it right away. So international shipping is going to take longer. Yes. Okay, to read your story, first the guy wanted to check in on his shipping item. Then he found out his item was shipped from China. Finally, he cried because he couldn't get his item on time. The end. Okay, good job. A simple joke. Relatable to all of us, right? Okay, let's look at your second comic strip. This one. And it says, I baked a cake. Help yourself. So the second box, it says, wow, a cake. I'm so excited. And the final box says, a very weird looking cake. So the joke is, the friend actually couldn't bake a cake, but he wants to share. But nobody can eat it because it's actually very burnt looking. It's burnt lah. Okay, so read your story based on your comic strip. First, his friend offered a cake that he has baked. So the guy was excited to eat the cake. In the end, the cake was actually burnt and could not be eaten. Good job. Okay, I'm very good, happy with your writing skills. It's very good and very funny examples. Okay, so for those who couldn't read up front because our time is almost up, you can submit your comic strip to me and we are going to read it together in our next class. Okay, so before we close our class, I'm going to ask you, what is sequencing words? Sequencing words is for us to write stories and for readers to understand which incident comes first. So when you say first, they know, oh, this happened first. Then you say then, or you can say second. After that, then we close the story with finally or in the end. So it helps readers understand the, how we say, the sequencing of our story. Okay, so next time you want to learn with comics again. Do you like this class? Yes, you like writing comic strips and make funny jokes? Okay, so next time, hopefully if we have time, we will write more comic strips, okay, for creative writing. Okay, thank you class for participating. I hope you can do much better next class, but this class was already very good. Okay, thank you, bye bye.